Of course, the bar is laying out flat right now, but when you come into a field, it's gonna be standing up. This rope right here, you pull your hydraulics, just pull the rope, unlocks, you let it down in position. When you let it down in position, there is a locking mechanism right here that you put up against the gearbox, on top of the gearbox, that holds everything down flat in place. Leave it in when you get through the field. You let it tilt down, throw it back up where you can raise it back up into position. Of course, your spring's got a certain setting in the manual that it has to be at. The spring right here is what helps carry the load of the bar. If it's too strong, if you got it too tight, it's gonna make the bar bounce out there. If you got it too loose, it's gonna make it drag. So it does come preset, but you do have to check it from time to time. All right, hydraulic cylinder, of course, at the end of the field, you hit it just a little bit, hit the 3-point hitch, spin around, set everything back down to go. Everybody cuts hay a little bit different, so you see this thing is tilted a little bit forward. I actually would have liked for it to have been cut a little bit more forward, but you adjust that by your third link on your tractor right here. You pull it in tight, it brings your cutting your blades down closer to the ground. If you back it off, it cuts more level, gives you more space off the top of it. You have a breakaway that's built in, that's already built from the factory that comes with this thing. If you happen to hit say a stump or hit something out there with the end of your bar will break away. It will go back to a certain point. To reset, you just set everything down, back up, everything pops back into place, and you go. You know, it's got a check chain, which will also will help with the height. You can set it to help control your height of your machine when you're cutting. It is, of course, fully enclosed with the curtain, which keeps everything from blowing up on top of you. But, you know, really and truly, as far as anything setting up or anything else, that's pretty much your biggest thing, is how you want to cut the hay. You want to cut it closer to the ground, or you want to cut it higher off the ground. And that's just a matter of setting the bar, your 3-point up here. You know, I run it, recommended at 540. I think our manual would tell you it runs anywhere from, you know, not to try to exceed over 6.5, 7 miles an hour. I cut this today at 6 miles an hour. You have 3 grease fittings on right here, one down a little bit lower, and one here on your pivot where your bar and everything comes up and down. This right here is it keeps it greased where if it does do a breakaway. Now, those are the 3 main greasing points, other than you have a grease fitting on each end of your drive line that needs to be greased. You have on your gearbox, you have a plug on top of it that you can take out, check your oil right there to check the oil in the bar. The bar needs to be vertical, need to be standing straight up. There is a plug, you remove that plug, the oil level should be even with the hole. Does not, if you overexceed that hole, overexceed the amount of oil that's supposed to be in it, it will make this bar run hot. And those are primarily it is also a grease fitting on the front side, which greases the bushing, where your gearbox pivots up and down. So that would be another grease fitting. But pretty much, there's not that many grease fittings on it. Also, to adjust the tension on your belt, this piece right here, you loosen up on it and then tighten up on this, and that will tighten up the tension on your belt. Cutter is pretty simple, and it is, being a farm boy, I love to cut hay, any kind of farm machinery, and it is easy to operate.